Hi, I'm Ayana Reed here with Black Talk Media Project here at Greenville Barbershop on Oakland Avenue in Charlotte, getting the people's opinion in the community on the war on drugs in the United States. This is Black Talk Media Project here with Curtis on the drug war in the United States. What do you think about how the war on drugs is being fought in the U.S.?
Right now, it's a waste of time and money. I asked the question when the last time we won a war. We haven't won a war yet. Since Vietnam, we have won no war. I think that most of the money and the efforts that are being done by the country in place in corporate America will bring the war later. That's how I think.
Why do you think there is a disproportionate amount of African Americans in prison for drug crimes?
For one, there are not enough jobs for us to have. They try to live by any means necessary. Sometimes the cheapest way and the only way that we can do it is to go out in the streets and try to make money any way they can. By doing so, we're living in desperate situations. That I would say the government knows this. And it's easy for them to catch those people that are out in the streets, that are those up in corporate offices.
Would you decriminalize, legalize drugs in the U.S.? If so, all drugs or just some, and which ones?
All drugs, I think, should be criminalized except for marijuana. Marijuana, for sure, has helped a lot of people with cancer patients, including my wife. At the time she was not able to eat. She smoked a lot. She was able to eat. She was able to cope with the chemotherapy that she was going through. And I think that it's gotten a bad rap. Marijuana has been around, been here since ancient times. People have used constantly. For them to put a name on it, they never talk about the good of the drugs. I think marijuana should be legalized across everywhere.
This is Black Talk Media Project here with Tisa Copeland, getting her opinion on the drug war in the United States. What do you think about how the war on drugs is being fought in the U.S.?
I think it's negative and positive. I think we can do more if we're open-minded to change.
Why do you think there is a disproportionate amount of African Americans in prison for drug crimes?
Because of the area that they live in. Some of us are homeless and some of us still live in the projects, and that is their mean of their living, either selling or doing.
Would you decriminalize or legalize drugs in the U.S.? If so, all drugs or just some, and which ones?
Just one in particular. With heroin and crack, no, I wouldn't legalize that. I would say marijuana because there are people using, doctors prescribe marijuana for glaucoma or for any other health reasons. So if I would legalize any of drugs, I would say marijuana, not in the form of smoking, but in the form of taking a pill.
I'm here with Keith getting his opinions on the drug war here in the United States. What do you think about how the drug war on drugs is being fought in the United States?
I think they're trying their best to clean it up, but they'll never be able to stop it. Never be able to stop the drugs. To me, I believe the white man bringing the drugs over here for, you know what I'm saying? And it's downtown and it's in the White House. So I'm thinking that, I believe that never be able to stop drugs coming in.
Why do you think there is a disproportionate amount of African Americans in prison for drug crimes?
Well, to me, they're trying to make a living. Times getting harder and harder. So, trying to make a living out there, you know what I'm saying? Especially being a black American, young boys out there. It's not no jobs and just trying to make a dollar.
Would you decriminalize or legalize drugs in the United States? If so, would you do all drugs or just some?
Legalize.
One. I legalize one. And that's marijuana.
You have a reason why?
No, that's the reason why. It's not hard. I just do it myself sometimes. it's a mind thing to me. You know what I'm saying? Cool me out, chill me out. But you got cocaine and heroin, it's a whole different ball. So make you like heroin and make you go out there and do stupid things. Marijuana, it calms you down.
Yeah.
For me.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm Ayana, out here with Black Talk Media Project in Charlotte, interviewing Herb on his opinions on the U.S. drug war. What do you think about how the war on drugs is being fought in the United States?
Well, first off, I think they're being fought to a certain extent because you got to realize over in the war, what they really fight for? Is it drugs or is it for oil? Then the oil already get captured in the ocean. I mean, has that stopped yet? So I'm really worried about that because people gonna do drugs anyway.
Why do you think that there is a disproportionate amount of African Americans in prison for drug crimes?
Well, because they let themselves get caught sometimes, but they got to look at everybody else as a whole. Look at more than just blacks in prison, because it's also whites in there too, but just a less of an amount, a smaller percentage. Also Latinos, and then the biggest factor is us, because we over 80% in the jail cell anyway. So I think it's a bad factor, but we got to look around it and try to prevail from that, and I think we can make it.
Would you legalize drugs in the U.S.? If so, which drugs?
Well, I would legalize marijuana, and you know what I'm saying, I should, because they already have that as a medical use in California. And they try to make it medical all over, so I think they should legalize that. And any other drug, it's hard to say because people, cigarettes, that's a drug too, so they should add that too. But all the other drugs, I don't really know what to say about that because like they're gonna do them anyway. But I say they should legalize them all if they're gonna legalize any drug.